How's it going, guys? My name is Tavares, and welcome to my second channel where we take a more behind the scenes and off the cuff look at stuff I do on my main channel. Now, some of you will have known that I bought a house, and it's quite a while ago. I think I've been in this house. This is my house. I've been in this house for the better part of 2 years. Now, when I bought it, I made a video on it, and a lot of you have been asking for an update on it. And today is going to be all about that and how much it is costing me and how much this house is falling apart. If you think a P1 is expensive, you guys should buy a house because these prices are pretty crazy. So the first thing I want to talk about is number one, I love living here. It's an amazing, amazing house, but it's not without its faults. First fault is right here. Look at this grass. This grass is, well, there's a dead patch right here. And if you notice, this patch of grass has, well, there's like lines in it because this grass is all new. So I had to put this grass in because there was literally just dirt. We've had a drought here, weirdly enough, because we're expecting a storm, but Florida has had a dry spell. We haven't had any rain for a very, very long time. And even though it's supposed to have, I mean, we're supposed to have a really, really crazy hurricane season this year, which means a lot of rain. We just haven't seen it yet. Now, the grass looks okay in certain areas, but there's also patches of dirt. There's patches of dead grass. This grass that I spent quite a bit of money on. I'll tell you how much all that costs in a second. But I don't have a green thumb. I think, you know, grass is something that you just, I mean, you step on and that's about it. I know a lot of gardeners in the audience are yelling at me now, but I don't know anything about grass. I don't know anything about lawns. So I had to get a company to take care of my grass. So they put the correct chemicals in, the pH balance, all that stuff. Just that service is about $2,500 a year. So it's expensive, but we have a lot of grass, we have a lot of grounds, and hopefully in the next month or so, where you're gonna see a lot of rain, that's when all the patches should be green. This grass that I put in that just died, that grass cost me about $700. So that's $700 that literally just died in front of my face.
I could have put dead grass in there for 50 bucks, Freddie.
I know. What's funny is that there was already dead grass there.
Oh.
So yeah, it was a good, it's money well spent. Money and time very well spent. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is behind you. Welcome to one of my favorite parts of this property, and that is this lake and this dock. Unfortunately, this dock is in really, really bad shape because as I come off this concrete, this is, actually, Tommy, you stay here and you tell me how much this moves. Look at that. Woo! Yeah, so I need a new dock. I don't know if you can see it over there, but my neighbor is getting a new dock and I don't own a boat. So it would be cool if I did own a boat because then I can go out into the water and, you know, do boat stuff. What do people do on boats?
I mean, you have something that did go nautical feet, nautical yards.
Okay, all right, you know, we're just having a good time.
Is it getting too old? Is that joke too old?
We're having a good time here. You just have to bring up, like, let's just, you know, we're just having a good time.
We call her Sandy.
Now, if I wanted to do everything I wanted with that dock to rebuild it like new, it would be $20,000 to $30,000, which is a lot of money. But that is sort of on the back burner because right now, as you can tell, it's super, super hot. And the one thing you always need in a super hot environment like Florida is AC. And we certainly have a lot of ACs in this house. So these are 2 units, and as you can tell, they don't match. That's because we had to replace this guy. So this is a brand new unit, and this was $8,000, and it still doesn't keep the place cool. Now, if I ask it to do 72 degrees, which is room temperature, if it gets really hot outside, then we're maybe seeing 74, 75, and this is running all the time. So it might actually be undersized for the size of the house, at least the zone. And this house has 5 air conditioners in it. But there's one part of the house that definitely doesn't disappoint, and it's this right here. Welcome to my new and improved pool area. Now, the last time you've been here, I think I had some bushes, so we removed those. We added some rocks. We got a fire pit And the pool is clean, as you can see. Now this is a 30 by 60 pool. It has 160,000 gallons in it, and it needs a lot of cleaning. But thankfully, because of today's sponsor, BeatBot, even a pool this big can be cleaned stress-free. BeatBot is a top-selling brand of high-end robotic pool cleaners. BeatBot is the first 5-in-1 cleaning system, which means it cleans the floor, wall, waterline, surface, and the water itself. This little guy is cordless and has 9 motors inside it, and it maps out a path all on its own because it's incredibly smart. Not only that, but it clings on to walls using 5,500 GPH of suction and can return itself to where you need it. It can also update over the air and has a charging dock for truly cordless operation. It's a next level pool cleaner, and I urge anyone with a pool to consider getting one right now. Check it out in the video description below. So here's what we changed out here. We didn't actually change any patio furniture, we just painted it, and we got this, which is, honestly, I think it gives it a little bit more color, and it was also cheap on Amazon. I don't really spend a lot of time out here, but when I do, it's really, really nice. When the sun goes down and it's not 10,000 degrees, it's actually a really, really nice place to be. And the pool water now, it is about 86 degrees, which is perfect. Now, one thing that I've noticed about having a house that was built in the 60s is that everything leaks. Every single thing leaks. So, look at this. We have a hose reel. That's leaking right there. I just bought that. That at the house is leaking. Okay, so that's good. And there's another thing that's leaking, and it's really, really expensive. And that is right there. So this is my jacuzzi hot tub spa area, and it looks terrible. And it is not for a lack of trying, because I had 2 companies come out here to try to fix this thing, and look how it looks. It had a leak in the side, and then we found a leak at the bottom, and now every time I put water in and try to do the whole hot tub thing, it just leaks out faster than I can put it in. So we are trying to find a company that can fix this, that can work on a hot tub spa. And it's not like I'm not trying to spend any money, I'm not cheaping out. This thing is the bane of my existence because it's honestly, I want to have a hot tub. I think it's really cool. There's a waterfall. There's like a place where people can eat, maybe sort of, let's not talk about this. It's a place where I want my friends to hang out. So if you have a company in the Central Florida area, hit me up, dude. Like, just hit me up. Now, I do love that this place came with an outdoor grill. This is a gas grill, and that is a charcoal grill. And both of these are super rusty and don't work. So you open this up, and hey, there's a lizard that has its tail cut off. Okay. So we have that. We have a hot plate that also doesn't work. I believe these lights, lights work, and the range hood works. Hopefully there wasn't a cat in there. But everything here needs to get refurbished. This guy is about, I want to say $5,000 to replace. This is only about $1,000, only, for a charcoal grill. I bet you can get one of these for like $200 or $100 on Facebook Marketplace. But then we have a ice maker that doesn't make any ice. And then we have a fridge that isn't fridging. That's disgusting. We're gonna... That doesn't close. That doesn't... Okay, we're gonna leave that alone. Does this water work? Hey, look at that! Added bonus. So we actually are having a party up here in the next few days, so I have to do a lot of work cleaning this place up. Maybe we'll put some patio furniture up here. I don't think this stuff is gonna work right now, but this is gonna be a more livable space because I want people up here because the sun is sweltering and I don't wanna be down there in the sun.
What if I told you I could turn this into a Benihana?
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Did you know, so you guys don't know this, Rex was a hibachi chef. Like, he can do all the, like, ding, 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 you know, he does all that. So
perfect.
We could have him over and then have him do all the hibachi stuff.
Well, I have a roll of tinfoil, so I would just lay that down.
Okay.
And over some charcoal.
Yeah, yeah, there we
That's
go.
how they do it,
Yeah,
right?
that's all you need, right?
That's all you need.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's more to it than that.
$10.
Yeah. Now this is my guest house, but this is the office part of my guest house. This is where I make all the videos, and as you can tell, it's not finished. I haven't put any furniture in here because I had plans to make this into like a game room, sort of vintage gaming media area, but that sort of didn't come to fruition because, well, everything else was really expensive. So I do have some updates here. So it is a complete mess, but this is, I mean, I'm in the middle of doing edits and actually working, so this is how I actually work. Now, this is my gaming setup, and when I say gaming, I mean editing, because I don't actually play any games. But I have my computer here, my desktop, everything's water-cooled, RTX 4090, it has top-of-the-line everything, and it's future-proof. And those of you in the audience who are into stuff like this know that future-proof is not actually a thing. So I also have this, which is my Origin PC editing laptop that I take with me every time I go abroad, and it's super cool. And this 49-inch Samsung Odyssey G9 screen that I got a few years ago, and it's still trucking along. I love that I can put so much real estate in one thing. And then I have my guitar collection. A lot of you have been asking about my guitar collection. I don't have anything really super cool, but everything here, just like my car collection, means something to me. So I'll go over this quite quickly. So this is a Agile LP 2500. This is a Les Paul copy, and I got this when I was probably early 20s or late teens. This was sold by a company called Rondo Music in New Jersey, and I don't actually have any real Gibson Les Pauls because I can never afford them. I do have one Epiphone Les Paul, which was given to me by my friend Max Speed Mike after we closed on this house because he's also my realtor. So that's a really cool guitar. We have an array of, these are the oddballs. So we have another Les Paul copy. I think this is a Davison or something like that. I mean, the strings aren't even on there. This I got for like 20 bucks, and I ended up putting a bunch of stickers on here. I have I think this is an old Soviet guitar that I haven't done anything with. I got it off eBay. Really don't know much about it. And there's another Soviet guitar and some 12 strings. I have a Gretsch that I just got my girlfriend, and this is super cool, 12 string. We have some other Les Pauls, a Strat copy that was like 60 bucks brand new. Then we have this, the Juggernaut, the 7-string that was given to me by my friend Misha Mansour from the band Periphery. So this is his signature guitar, and he sent it to me, and it's super cool. I mean, I wish I knew how to play it, you know, as well as he does, like a tenth as well as he knows how to play it. But it's very light, and it's awesome. We have a ESP LTD F250, and this is a guitar that I wanted when I was a teenager, and I finally bought it, and it's a little dusty, but it has a Floyd Rose tremolo, it's a locking tuner, well, locking nut up here, and I just love the shape of it. It has passive pickups where they kind of look like active pickups. I'm getting really geeky on guitars here, but I love this thing. And I got this guitar, this next one, it's a Schecter, and this was given to me by Jack. So Jack got this for me as a gift, and I cherish all my gifts from my friends because they're gifts. They're really nice, and this is like the nicest guitar I have. So this is, hopefully I don't get any scratches on it, because then I don't want to make Jack angry. And this was my very first guitar. This is a BC Rich Bronze Series Warlock, but this has the Widow headstock. So a lot of these Bronze Series, they don't have a Widow headstock, but this one does. And this came with an amp, and I think it was like $150 with the amp. So it's super cheap, but it's my first guitar, and I love it. Now, I know I probably just alienated most of the audience, but that's okay because it's my house. I have a lot of plans in terms of like what I'm gonna do with these. These are Legos. So I have a ton of Lego that I haven't built, and that's because they're all gonna go in here. So this is going to be just like a Lego making station. So we'll have like a nice table here, maybe we'll have a TV up there, and then it's super echoey, so it's going to be great for recording video. But I figure we can put a bunch of cars up here. This is the PC, the actual gaming PC that my girlfriend uses, and you know, she has fun here. So honestly, I mean, this is a really nice place. And you can tell right now that like I might be sweating, but I'm not sweating as much because it's air conditioned in here, which is not the case for the next room. Now this is where we spent a lot of energy and effort. And this is the actual guest room, the actual guest house. So we have space for 3 or 4 or 5 people if they want to come and, well, spend some time at the house. We've had a lot of interesting people here. We have Matt Armstrong, we've had Ben Collins, the Stig, Sam Hard, Chiro. They've all come here and they've had a good time. We sat at the pool and had some drinks. Unfortunately, 3 days ago, the AC in this part of the house just went. The AC just stopped working, and it's outside. I'll show you what it looks like. But I want to just show you what we've done. So this was a real, like, just a blank space. It was beige on beige on beige. We painted the walls, and when I say me, I mean my girlfriend. We painted the walls, and we put some artwork up. We changed out the ceiling fans, we did a new bed, new backsplash, and we also did wallpaper. So this is textured wallpaper, and it looks fantastic. I wanted it to have like a hotel feel in this house, and I think she nailed it. Now, we're not done because I think we should put like an area rug in here. Maybe we should put some more, you know, artwork up, but it's good enough for who it's for. Also, when you go by this thing, this little pantry here, it should light up. There we go. It lights up blue because we are hot boys here. We are king hot boys. We also cleaned a little bit of the kitchen. So we got a full-size fridge. We had like a half-size before. Now we have a full-size. And it's still a small fridge, but it's a fridge. Everything else works. I mean, we got a brand new microwave. I changed out all of the electrical outlets. And this guy didn't work, but now the range hood works. So small victories for me. Now dude, it's super hot in here. It's so hot.
It's a little toasty.
Okay, I'm gonna show you why there's no AC in here. Yeah, so right now we're in cicada season, and they sound like angle grinders in the trees. So that's fun. So these are my old AC units. One of them is working, so that's the one that's actually working for the office, which is okay. This one does not work, and if you take a look at the electrical outlet, electrical box here, it has tripped the breaker. And if it trips a breaker, you don't want to just put it back on because there's a reason why the breaker tripped. Now I think it's just old because all of these, like these were put in the late 90s. So these are 25 years old at the very least. So these are getting replaced. So this one at least is getting replaced tomorrow, and that's getting replaced at a cost of $9,000. So when you replace an AC, you have to replace this, the outside part, and also the inside part, which is the air handler, because they go together as a set. And that can be a difficult installation, and in this case, I think it is. If you look over here, you'll see that the retaining wall she's a little bit cattywampus. She's a little bit like, you know, like leaning, because we have to get rid of that tree. And because that tree, all the roots and everything are forcing itself onto the retaining wall. And to get rid of that tree, it's another $4,000. So that's fun. But I think I may have a solution for everything, and that is I want to turn this into a bigger driveway. And we're not just going to be parking cars here. I want this driveway to go from there, from the actual like kind of parking lot area, go up over into my backyard And in there, I'm gonna build a 3,000 square foot garage where I can house all my cars. Now, this is not gonna be for working on cars or anything like that, but they're just gonna be displayed there. And I wanna have cars like, right now, it's the firstest of first world problems. If I wanna have a nice car, I have to go to the shop and switch it out. And listen,
I'm sorry.
I know. You're very sorry.
So sorry about
Everybody, you know, I know this is what true suffering looks like. No, it's not a problem, but I do have 5 acres and it's all dense woods back there. I figure we can clear some of the woods out there, and then we can put a really cool racetrack.
And that's the jump.
That's the jump. That's right.
Yeah.
So we do a Mario Kart style racetrack, and we start off here. Yeah, Tommy, you have some really good ideas. You have some great ideas, don't you? I'm working with a guy called Brad Chambliss. He worked with Cletus McFarland for a lot of his buildings, and we're going to be building a new building that's going to match my house, but it's going to be rated for, you know, hurricanes and all that stuff. It's going to be a metal building. Very, very cool. So I just got the sort of schematics, the rough outline of the plan, and it looks fantastic. I don't know when I'm going to do it because it's super expensive. I think the entire build is going to be like $200,000 or $300,000 depending on what it is. So that's like building a whole nother house.
Can we show them?
Yeah. I mean, I'll show you what I have. I don't have much, but I can show you what I have. Yeah. So it's going to look like this. Wow. Look at all that. Look at all that information. That's crazy. That's wow.
Look at all those cars.
Yeah, that's, well, I mean, you can't really see. It's like a PDF, and you can. All right. Anyway, now some of you asked me about my bomb shelter, and considering that there is a Russian sub off the coast of Florida, like 60 miles, maybe that's not such a bad idea to revamp my bomb shelter. So this house does actually come with a bomb shelter. It's right here, and she's a little worse for the wear. Let's. Look at that. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, take a look at that. So that's cool.
How am I supposed to fit in there?
So you're not supposed to fit in there.
Oh.
Because, yeah, that's like real bad. So about a year ago, Mr. Matt Armstrong and his cameraman, Matt, came by and attempted to go down there. And I think I have some of the footage, so you can check that out here. I don't advise anybody to do this. It's real dumb.
Look at that, we need a wellies or something.
There's a tire down there, and
where the hell does that go?
I don't know, but there used to be, looks like there used to be a staircase here. There ain't no staircase anymore.
Oh.
So, yeah. Okay.
I'll give you a leg up. That could be huge down there.
It could be.
Could be.
Yeah. All right. So, here, hold this. All
What do
right.
you call it in America? What do you call
Muck boots.
mud boots?
Muck boots.
Muck boots. I bet we should be calling them wellies.
You know what I need? I need like a shovel or something. Yeah. Do we have a ladder?
Wait.
There's giant cockroaches over here.
Oh, is there really?
They're gigantic right there.
Oh my god. Oh no.
You know what? I don't think I'm gonna do this right now.
Oh my god, that cockroach is massive. Oh my, it's right by my head as well.
You want a stick?
If that thing runs at me, I'm running.
Do you want a stick, Matt?
No way, is that just a dark hallway? No way, is that just a dark hallway?
What have we got?
So, it's on the bottom.
So now you have an understanding of what I'm talking about when I mean, like, I want a driveway to come up here. It's going to be pretty graded. So come up here, we'll get rid of this, unfortunately. But if I have a garage right here and we have all the cars and you'll be able to see them like from the pool area, I think that's going to be really, really cool. Like maybe we'll have like a little parking area over here and we won't have to clear out too much of these dense trees, but one thing I'll definitely have to take out is this guy, which, as far as I can tell, is an old radio antenna, like a ham radio or something, because I don't know what that is. It's like, is that 5G? That's not 5G. That's probably G. That's F.
I think you could contact that sub with that thing, dude.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is yeah. I don't know how to take this down because it, like, how far into the ground does it? Oh my goodness, it's like, it's in there. Like I can't move this. Oh, there we go. It's moving a little bit. Look at that. Oh, so there's bolts and stuff here, but this probably weighs a lot.
That's how you get your fast connection to YouTube with all those videos?
Yeah. So that's another thing. This house does not really have fast internet. I have cable gigabit, but the upload speed is not very good. So we just today got wires ran for fiber, which means that I can upload more, which means that I'll have more videos out. And if you believe that, then I got a tower to sell you.
I'm gonna edit that part out.
We're gonna edit that part out, yeah. We can have a garage that has like a little sort of, I hate using the term man cave because it's so reductive, but we can have a little, play area for men. That sounds worse.
What? This is Las Vegas.
Yeah, we can have a male bonding. No, that's okay.
Bromance.
Bromance. We have a bro zone. We'll have a bromance. Okay. Yeah, we'll just have that, and we can have like arcade machines, sim racing, maybe a gym. Maybe not a gym. Maybe a chef. A chef would be good. There is a reason why I haven't gone in the main house yet, and the reason why is because, well, I'll show you. Now, welcome to the reason why I can't show you the inside of my house, and that's because it smells terrible in there. It smells like something died because something did. My house is one of the few houses in Florida that actually come with a crawl space, and we have a small basement. But underneath the house, since the house was built in the 60s, there's a lot of ducting. There's a lot of duct work for the AC. One of these ACs right here, and you can see that it's already, it's pretty rusty. Like it does its thing. It's still cooling down the place, but it's very, very rusty. And all that duct work is rusty. So what happened was an animal, probably a snake, went into the ductwork and died. And let me tell you, it's so good to come back to your house and it smells just like rotting animal carcass. It's awesome. It's so cool. So what we did in the meantime was we covered up this crawl space with this piece of wood, and that's about it. Now, we have to do quite a bit. I got a quote to replace the AC right here. There's an AC on the other side of the house, which is in the basement, and all the ductwork. How much do you think that cost, Tommy?
Well, let's talk about the carcass. It turns into jerky.
It does turn into jerky, but we can't get it. So we had a guy down there, and he can't find it. So it's literally somewhere in the ductwork, but he can't like put a camera or anything in there. So we're literally replacing everything because it's so rusted. So what do you think that's going to cost?
Well, wait, but if it's a gator, you could have gator jerky. And I heard
Tommy
really
doesn't
good.
understand the question.
Oh, okay, your AC. Okay, well, since the other unit was $9,000, so $9,000 and double that, $20,000.
It's $34,000.
Oh.
So with these ACs, the ducting underneath, and the AC that I'm replacing tomorrow, that's $45,000. That's going to leave my bank account next week. If we're doing the new construction, it's another $200,000 or $300,000. So call it, at least $250,000. Then we have stuff like, well, I want to redo some grass here. I want to take out a bunch of trees. So each of these big trees is $4,000. So we have, 10 of those. That's another $40,000. We want to build a little pool house for all the pool equipment because it's just getting battered by all the rain. And then we want to resurface the entire pool because it's due. The pool is already 25 years old, so we got to resurface it. And that is, if I wanted to do it with tile, it'd be $100,000. But just to resurface it with what it has now, it's 40. So that's like just on the low end of what I want to do with the extras. That's $100,000. So figure this house to make it my dream house, the cheapest that I can get away with is spending another 500 grand. So another thing that I didn't tell you was, since we're going to be having a bunch of hurricanes this year, and I don't want my roof to fly off, I actually replaced every single last bolt on the main house. So this has a metal roof, and the metal roof is in really good shape, but the hardware started coming apart. Like the hardware, for some reason, it just backs itself out over years. So I replaced every single piece of hardware, and that was 5 grand just for screws. So I haven't done the guest house. I haven't done that little thing over there. So that would have been another 7 grand. Tommy, I think I should have bought like a smaller house, dude. Like this might be...
I mean, you need to tell us why you work on project cars, all impossible project cars, by the way, all day long, and then you come home
and then it's just another project. It's another impossible project. I know. So it's because I hate myself. It's because I hate myself, and I can't. You know what's funny? I'm just gonna go on a little bit of a rant here. If somebody comes to the States, like from UK or like just visiting me, and I want to let them borrow a car, I can't, because every single car I have is a clown car. Like every single car has, it has flames shooting out the exhaust, or it's 800 horsepower, or it can't hold more than 2 people or something like that. Like I don't have a Camry I could give them. So it seems like that with my house, It's like, hey, you want to stay at my house? Also, your bed might fall apart and, it might burst into flames at night, but it's really cool. The pool is really big. But honestly, I love living here. I love that there are a million different projects, and I love sharing it all with you. So in the next coming weeks and months, you guys can see this place getting renovated and becoming the house, the home that I've always wanted. I mean, this truly is my dream home, and it's because you guys watch my videos, and it's because, I get to do this for a living. So thank you very much. And thank you, Tommy, for walking around, because it's like 1,000 degrees today.
We're going to jump in the pool, right?
We are going to jump in the pool.
But before we do that, we're going to give away this slide to one of you lucky viewers.
We're not giving away the slide. It's a giant liability. Okay. We are going to take apart the slide, but it actually, if you look at the sky, it does look like it's about to rain pretty heavy. So that's good. But yeah, we can't take apart the slide. I think in the next episode, I'll have taken apart the slide, and then we'll have done some more stuff. And hopefully my house hasn't fallen apart or burned down. So until next time, wrench every day, keep your hands dirty, and hopefully don't get in a ton of debt with a project house. Bye.